was a little bit, I don't want to say disappointing because I didn't really have expectations.
I think the word for it is underwhelming.
Yeah, I guess we've kind of heard a lot about the yellow sticker thing.
Yeah.
And I kind of knew that we would have, obviously being vegan, there would be less things for us to choose from, like all of the meats and everything.
It was really strange because it was so promising when we first walked in. We saw all those strawberries and it was like, yeah, we've timed it right. The yellow stickers are out. And then by the time we actually got to everything else on the shelves, it seemed like all of the stuff that was like perishable and going off wasn't the vegetables, but it was like the dairy and the meats.
No, there was like, I don't think there was many stickers in general because I went down every aisle. There was nothing on any of the cheeses, the milks, the yogurts, bread. There was barely any meat with stickers on because I did check because I wanted to compare to see if it was specifically vegan products. There was nothing in the, the plant-based section, the plant kitchen, with all the blue. Nothing in there.
All of that, yeah, completely like.
But then there just wasn't that many today in general. So all the ready meals, the pizzas, there was nothing. It was mainly the fruit and veg, which makes sense because that's stuff that goes off.
Exactly. Yeah, I think it's a case of like it's a completely day-to-day thing. You'll get a random choice, and you can't like predict what it is going to be.
Yeah, which I think is fine, like day to day.
Yeah.
Because you're just going in there hoping for the best. But from our perspective, creating a video is obviously like we wanted to get good stuff. But the one thing that is good was the salad. They had quite a lot of yellow stickers on all of the like to-go stuff, like all the lunch sandwiches, fruit pots, and we did nab a really nice looking salad box that we're going to have for lunch tomorrow.
Yes. Yeah, and that was like £5.50 down to like £2.10 or something ridiculous. Yeah,
really good. Like the things that were on discount were really good, and we just tried to go in there with an open mind. We didn't have a specific thing in mind that we were looking for or wanted. We were just gonna see what we could get. Yeah, it was nothing massively substantial like greens.
No, I think it's a case of like, if you have an M&S local and you can check it out before you go and do your weekly shop, you'll probably find a couple of good deals.
Yeah.
But like going to M&S to do your weekly shop just because there might be some yellow stickers from week to week is going to be so different that you'll probably end up spending more than you would otherwise if you went to a budget supermarket.
I definitely want to come back to maybe try a different M&S. There is one that's much more local to us. Different day just to see, because obviously one time is not really enough to get like a sense, and we also did go at multiple different times. We looked at about
we went back a couple of times,
like 4, 5 and 6. We've been here. The sun, we keep moving the car trying to stop this from happening. I might just
You've got it. I'm gonna just stay there, don't move.
Hello. Yeah, we've come up with a recipe that's going to use the things we found, and a bunch of stuff that we already have in. Also the tofu, this is not a yellow sticker thing, but it was only £2.50, which at full price, and
that's pretty reasonable. With
really reasonable.
That's in line with every other supermarket, basically.
I think cheaper than Tofu Co.
Yeah, Tofu Co's £2.80, but it's firmer than this, so you don't have to
sometimes I quite like a less firm tofu.
Yeah, but per 100 grams it is cheaper than going to, so Aldi is £1 per 100 grams and this is £2.50 for 300 grams, so
it's cheaper than Tofu Co.
Yeah, a Tofu Co is
potentially the cheapest per gram tofu out there.
No, I think Tofu Co's like £2.80 for 280 grams.
My arm's starting to hurt. I think we should go.
Let's go home. We've got a nice little dinner to make.
Let us know if you have found any really good yellow sticker things. Vegan, obviously, we're interested to know. Or not vegan, but like if there's a vegan special product, or like what was your best yellow sticker?
So whilst Freya's been getting on with making the sauce for our dinner, I have been cooking up our tofu. So I'm doing some salt and pepper tofu, which you can see here, and I've got another bit on the go, which is the noise that you can hear in the background that I'm having to shout over. And then we are going to get some veggies in the pan, so we're going to use the beans that we got from the yellow stickers, And we're going to use the spring onion that we got in the yellow sticker as well, along with some carrot and some broccoli that we had at home, and then serve that up with some nice rice as well. This is the green beans, carrots, broccoli, and spring onion. We did add oil initially when we were cooking it, but it was starting to stick to the pan to a little bit. I think maybe the pan got a bit too high heat. So we've kind of brought the heat down by adding in some water, and then we also added in some soy sauce and some rice wine vinegar and a bit of ginger for flavour too.
The recipe that we're using is a recipe from one of our old ones that's on our website, and it says to use garlic paste and ginger paste, and we didn't have any in, so I just did fresh garlic and fresh ginger. But when I was following the recipe, I forgot that I wasn't going to be adding this paste, so I added too much liquid, which is kind of funny that we like still mess up our own recipes. So then I was like, it's too watery, what can I do? I added in the only thing that was thick, which is the gochujang, and that's really, really spicy.
It's like proper blow your head off spicy.
But I think the recipe that we'll link will still be our proper like gochujang recipe, but for our own sake tonight, I'm going to have to add a bit of peanut butter, which if you want to do that anyway, is really nice. Like we've done another recipe, which is gochujang and peanut butter, but it does have a bit of a different taste. So maybe we'll link both. We'll link the plain gochujang and then the gochujang and peanut butter.
Just know that we're doing a mix of the two.
We're doing a mix of the two because I'm like trying not to like choke on this. We've made too much sauce, so we're just going to add a little bit into the veggies.
Veggies on the side. Toss the tofu back into the veg pan, and we're going to add the nice sauce to this.
I turn the heat way down just because it cooks off and caramelizes quite quickly because of the sugar content.
Don't want it to burn.
Nope. You want it really nice and sticky.
Essentially, you just add it with the heat, coat it, and serve it immediately.
Yeah, you don't want to lose that crispy coating that we've done.
Yeah, if it sits in this sauce too long, then it will go a bit soft.
Oh, that looks so good.
It does, doesn't it?
It's not the prettiest thing we've ever made, but
I'm sure it's delicious.
Cheap, easy weeknight meal using some great cheap yellow sticker items that we found from M&S. So I think this is a success.
Yeah, it's worked.
I feel like M&S is always a safe bet for sandwiches and salads, like the to-go stuff. And I'm kind of starting to feel like I prefer it to Pret as well. Pret, every time I've had a Pret recently, it's been kind of rubbish.
Like, I know we've built this out, but it is equal price. Like, what you got in the box for what should have been £5.50, but was actually like
£2.
Yeah.
So good. I mean, we've added the avocado and
tomato and some more greens.
Tomato and some greens, yeah. But that was all from the greens, all from the shop at M&S.
But we also split it into 2 bowls. So
wait,
got,
is this?
I've got
each?
Yeah, I've got exactly the same over there.
No, that's really good.